And since last time we talked about discovering your core value is one of the first step of creating healthy money habits. And once you identify the core value, you need to ensure that they are aligned with your goals. So I think that today is definitely going to be a really, really good idea for us to carry on our trains of thoughts and discuss about setting goals and also the how we're going to do about the goals and how we're going to achieve that. So should we start with the what? And what is goal?
So a goal is basically a milestone or an outcome that you want to achieve in the future. So it gives you a direction in where you're going to move towards to achieve that specific outcome. And it gives you the specific details about what the outcome is going to look like. And so that's what
Mm.
is really important when we set goal is the specificity behind the goal. If we're too vague about the goal, it becomes very hard to be able to measure when we reach that moment where we achieve that goal. So specificity is really key about the goal.
I also found out it's quite interesting because you are talking about the goal is actually a milestone for the future and also setting a direction. Now, when we're saying that goal is important, I probably is going to throw back to you. Why is it that important?
And so that is really an important question for the person wanting to set a goal, especially if you set financial goal. Why setting new financial goals or maybe setting new habits, healthy habits around finance is important to you? You need to be
Mhm.
able to come up with some reasons because if you don't have a strong enough reason, nothing's going to happen. And so we don't do anything just because we want to do it. We usually have a reason behind what we do. And so
Mm.
having a strong why behind your goal is really key for making the goal meaningful to you and also making sure that this is your goal. This is not like someone else's goal, or this is not a goal that people say you have to do it.
Mhm.
You have to make sure that this is your goal. It's not a goal that you borrowed from your friend because it looks nice. It needs to be a very strong why so it becomes really meaningful to you and it becomes your goal, not someone else's goal.
Some people are just saying that, okay, I want to be a millionaire. I wanted to have investment properties. Is that going to be a right goal?
Well, again, it depends on each people. It's very individual. And I go back to the core values. You know, the core
Mm.
values is who we are, is part of our identity, is part of our purpose. And really making sure that the goals we set are aligned with those core values is crucial in order to achieve those goals. You know,
Mm.
if someone that wants to say, oh, I want to invest in the property market and buy property for rentals, but if that person has no interest in real estate, in understanding about the property market, well, property investing is probably not the right vehicle for that person to invest because there's going to be a disconnection between what he's trying to achieve but who he really is as a person, has no clue, has no interest about property investment. And so that can become a very risky strategy for investment. So it's
Mm.
really important to tailor the investment strategy to that specific individual, making sure it's aligned with their core values, and also making sure that this is really a truly goal that they want, not because everybody is doing it, therefore I have to do it because otherwise I'm going to miss out.
Mm. So, in another way, can I also say that in order for us to make sure that that goal is our goal, not other people's goal, is actually go back to see your core value to see if that's going to be something that it is aligned with your core value and also the things that you really, really want. That probably is going to be a very first step to identify. Would that be right to say that?
Yeah, it's fair to say that. It's also important if you have a goal that you really want to achieve and is really congruent and aligned with who you are, it's going to be very easy for you to come up with a whole bunch of reason behind it.
Mm.
If you're struggling to articulate why you have this goal and why you want to achieve that, it's probably a good indication that there is a disconnection here.
Yeah, yeah, that is so true.